Hello, my name is Kyle Steele. I'm a candidate for Norman City Council, Ward 6 in the upcoming election cycle, and this is a summary of what happened during the City Council conference meeting on December 9th, 2025. As usual, the meeting agenda with timestamps to the various points in the full meeting will be linked down below. The first topic only lasted for a few minutes. It revolved around the completion of a plugging of a natural gas well within Norman city limits. Essentially, that well plugging is completed and has been done to the city's satisfaction. The next topic that was discussed was possible amendments to the guest room tax ordinance. As a reminder, this is the tax for short-term rentals like hotel rooms and Airbnbs. And the tax goes to help funding the Parks Department, Norman's Art Council, as well as Visit Norman. Now, any increase in the guest room tax is going to have to be approved by the voters. So what's going to happen is city staff is going to essentially play around with some ballot language, get some input from the hotel owners who, this is going to affect the most, and try to get it on the April ballot. So be on the lookout for that. However, it looks like the language on the April ballot will more or less be, raising that guest room tax to 10%. The final topic that was being discussed was the Cleveland County Economic Development Coalition contract, or CCEDC. As a reminder, this was the contract that was pulled from the consent docket a while back for continued discussion on if the money was essentially worth it. Some council members at that time expressed concerns about transparency from the prior CCEDC or any DC contracts, as well as if there was going to be a good return on investment for this contract that is worth approximately $130,000. What it looks like the council is in favor of doing now is essentially approving a one-year CCEDC contract as long as the Norman portion of the funding can be essentially parsed out from the CCEDC and shown what that is being done. So at least there can be transparency for what the city of Norman is funding. In addition, there was some general broad approval for over the next year, also not reactivating, but making more use of the Norman Economic Development Authority public trust that the city has, or NEDA, looking to get it staffed or funded. And then next year, when this contract comes up for a renewal again, either potentially switching to a hybrid model with NEDA working with the CCEDC, or if they don't think that they're getting a good return on investment, now that they could see where the city funds are going, maybe going fully into NEDA and not working with the CCEDC all. Essentially, it was a mindset of let's approve the contract for now, as long as we get some transparency with it. We'll spin up NEDA a bit more over the next year and revisit this next year to see where our options are. But that was everything in the meeting. It lasted just under 15 minutes. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, of course, about me or my campaign or these videos, please don't hesitate to email me at KyleForNorman@gmail.com. Thank you. Have a good day.